So it looks like Sony has pulled a fast one on us on their 2022 OLEDs. So at the start of January and at CES, Sony unveiled their lineup of OLED TVs. There's the A95K, the A90K, and the A80K. And that was it. Or was it? No, it wasn't. Sony have just announced that they're actually going to be bringing another OLED to the table, the A75K, and that should be a budget OLED. Now, when we're talking about OLED TVs, I'm not sure what the definition of budget actually is because they're all pretty expensive, but this one should be cheaper than some of the other ones, especially their other ones on the range. So being the A75K, what is it now missing? Well, in all honesty, it's not missing a lot. Rumours say it should have the same processor as the A80K. It's 4K and 120Hz refresh rate. I mean, I'm struggling to see what the difference is. Ultimately, I think there'll be two major differences. The first one I think will be something to do with the stand. I think the second difference is something to do with how it uses sound. And it's not that it's not got the same technology. Apparently it's just a downgraded technology from where their sound comes out of the screen. Realistically, obviously they haven't said it, but I imagine it's probably going to be a slightly dimmer panel as well, similar to how LG manage their budget OLEDs. Now, speaking of LG, I theory that the A80K is going to be the sort of comparison between the LG C2, the most popular LG OLED, and I think that will still be the case, but it does confuse me to think that where this particular TV is going to stack up in the sort of competition, because it's so similar to the normal Sony A80K. And if it is going to be cheaper, is it going to be a lot cheaper? Is it just going to be a little bit cheaper? Having a little look around Twitter, most people are thinking it's going to be comparing to sort of the LG B2, which I think is probably going to be fair. Now, do bear in mind this year, the LG C2 is going to have an Evo panel, and that won't be present on the LG B2. Now, does that mean it's going to be similar with Sony? Is the Sony A80K going to have LG's brighter panel? Or is it going to have the dimmer panel? And then is the A75K going to have an even dimmer panel than that? Ultimately, a lot of these things are just theories and we're not going to actually know. Well, not for a little while at least. Am I going to throw out some price predictions for Sony? Maybe. I don't think today. I don't really have enough to go on. I do think that the A75K is probably going to be cheaper than the LG C2, but I don't think by much, because chances are the A80K will be ever so slightly more expensive. But then again, LG C2 is having a price hike from last year, so potentially it's going to all marry out. It'll be interesting to get your guys' thoughts, so do comment below what you think is going to be the better value TV, especially when we're looking at these ridiculously expensive OLEDs. Obviously, the other thing that Sony have up their sleeve is the QD OLED from Samsung. Now, they're incorporating that display into their QD OLED TVs. Do we know what they're going to cost? Ooh, I don't know, but they're probably going to be fairly expensive. That being said, rumours around the mill is that these TVs are absolutely incredible. I am yet to see one. Hopefully I will see one soon, and hopefully you'll be able to see one soon too. The thing is though, is that we've been seeing fantastic TVs for a long time. What really matters is it going to cost me a kidney, or am I going to have to throw in some more donations? So, in summary, there is a new OLED TV from Sony, and it should be cheaper. We don't know how much cheaper, but it's very similar to the one above it. So actually, if you're unsure about the A80K and you want something that's going to give you a similar experience but might not necessarily cost as much, this one could be the one for you. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Click this video here to see more about LG's 2022 OLEDs and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Woo!